Once Upon a Time Stories from Leicester Library's Neighbourhood Services. I'm Paul, and the story I'm going to share with you is called The Raja and the Mice. From India. Rajas are like kings. They live in big palaces. Very powerful. And this Raja, he loved his food. And the food he loved best of all was cheese. Or as they say in India, paneer. He loved his cheese. He would eat plates and plates of it. But as you probably know, when it gets a bit hot, cheese can get a bit smelly. Everybody in the palace could smell the cheese. Everybody in the city could smell the cheese. Everyone in the country could smell the cheese. And some little mice did. They loved cheese so much that they ran down the road through the countryside. They ran through the city and they came into the palace. And then, in the palace, they started eating, yum, 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 eating all the Raja's cheese. Was he happy about that? No, he wasn't. There were these mice running all over the palace, eating his wonderful cheese. And he said, I don't like mice. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And the Raja had 3 wise men. And they said, Your Majesty, if you want to get rid of mice, you need to get some cats. So they called down lots and lots of cats. Big cats, little cats, spotted cats, stripy cats, black cats, brown cats, white cats, lots and lots of cats. Meow, 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 meow. And they came down to the palace and they chased the mice all the way out to the palace. So the mice had gone, but now the Raja had cats. Cats everywhere. Cats on the floor, cats on the chairs, cats everywhere. And the Raja said, I don't like cats. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Mess and fluff all over the floor. And the 3 wise men said, well, Your Majesty, if you want to get rid of cats, you need to get some dogs. Lots and lots and lots of dogs. So they called down the dogs. Big dogs, little dogs, fat dogs, small dogs, lots and lots of dogs. Black ones, brown ones, white ones, spotty ones. And the dogs came down, row, 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 into the palace. But the Raja said, I don't like dogs. Too much muck and mess all over my floor. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. And the wise men said, well, Your Majesty, if you want to get rid of dogs, you need to get some lions. Fierce lions with sharp teeth and long claws. So they called down the lions, and the lions came down. And when the dogs saw the lions, they ran out of the palace as fast as they could. But now the Raja had a palace full of lions. Lions on floor, lions on chairs, lions everywhere. Rah, 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 rah. And the Raja said, I don't like lions. Get rid of them. They're biting everything. They're biting me. The wise men said, Your Majesty, if you want to get rid of lions, you'll need to get some elephants. That will clear those lions away for you. So that's what they did. They called down the elephant. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And the elephants came down into the palace. Now their clever trick for getting rid of the lions was water. And remember this, if you ever have trouble with a lion in the future, because those elephants went down to the river, they put their trunks into the water and sucked up the water. Back into the palace. Bum, 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 bum. And they squirted the water all over the lions. Because lions don't like getting wet. So they ran out of the palace far, far away. But now the Raja had a palace full of elephants, bashing and crashing and bashing and bashing and crashing. And the Raj said, look at my lovely palace. They're raking it, they're smashing it to bits. I don't like elephants. Get rid of them. And the wise men said, well, how can we get rid of elephants? Well, now that's the thing. There is only one thing that can scare an elephant. A mouse. Big elephants are scared of little teeny weeny little mice because they crawl up their legs and into their ears. And they crawl up their trunks and go and they run away as fast as they could. So that's what they did. They got lots and lots of mice into the palace and they chased those elephants all the way out of the palace. So the elephants are gone and now the Raja had a palace full of mice running here, running there, running everywhere and eating all the cheese. And the Raja's thinking, what shall I do? I'll get the cats and I'll get the dogs and I'll get the lions and I'll get the elephants and I'll get the mice and I'll get the cats and the dogs and the elephants and mice. Cats, dogs, elephants, mice. What a mess. What am I going to do? And then he sat and he thought. And he watched the mice sitting there nibbling, enjoying the cheese. And he said, you know what? Why don't I share my cheese? Why don't I share my palace with these mice? Because they've done me a favour. Getting rid of those great big elephants that were smashing my palace to bits. So he invited the mice to come into his wonderful dining rooms and they could sit there and eat the cheese. The Raja and the mice together. And together became the very best of friends. And the Raja had learned that important lesson that one should always share. And that's the end of the story of the Raja and the mice. Hope you enjoyed. If you had, make sure you share it. Bye.